it's your girl Barbie J here, and we are talking about All the Queen's Men, a new TV show that's coming on, or that's on BET Plus, and it started on September 9th. Yes, Barbie J is playing catch up, and that's what I'm doing. I'm catching up. So, I decided I told y'all I lost my voice sitting in a cold air. But what I'm gonna do is do 2 episodes at a time for the reviews to keep them really short and quick. All right. I hope you don't mind, but that's what I plan to do. All right. So season 1, episode 3 is Blackmail Baby. And season 1, episode 4 is looking at trouble. Looking at trouble. Don't look for no trouble. Don't look for no trouble, baby. Trouble. Anyway, so it starts off. Remember, it started off basically with one thing I like about this show is that it starts off the way it ended with what was going on. Oh, the police officer is leaving Tina's house and stuff, and said she'll get back with her. We're gonna catch her. Madam is gone too far, and she keeps doing things, and we're gonna catch her, and blah blah blah. I don't know why Tina told, because her husband was basically beating her. He slapped her and everything, and he was going to hurt her. And he effed her because he didn't have sex with his wife. He and said, "You going to tell me who was in here?" And he was slamming it in her till she cried. He said, "I'm going to fuck you till you die. I'm going to F you till you die." Or something like that. And I'm like, why would you want to be in that relationship? There must be a reason why you're cheating on him. And then you're going to go ahead and let him talk you into calling this guy to the house, and you were going to watch him shoot him there. But now you dropping dime on madam. So we got to find out what's going on here. But before we get started, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please take a moment right now and hit that little subscribe button right there. I need you to subscribe. I need you to comment, like, and share. Comment, like, share, subscribe, please. Barbie J is trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of November. So I need your help in making that happen, please. Okay? That's what I need. Subscribe. What's holding you back? What's stopping you? Help a sister out. Help my channel grow. Anyway, let me go on. So Amp is the nephew. And Amp, he getting sick of his roommate. I would be sick too. Imagine waking up and some dude is staring at you, or some female is staring at you. They right in your face while you sleeping. And he's telling him he heard him calling some woman's name. Who's Charlene or something like that. He's like, what? Who's Charlene? You was yelling her name. And, I'm like, dude, he is real creepy. He talks too much too. And so, he tells Amp, you was having a bad dream calling out, with Shannon. And you calling out Shannon, and he trying to get a hookup with a job at Eden, because Amp, for some reason, Amp decides to tell him who his aunt is. I was like, that was a bad mistake. But he told him who his aunt was. And he said, well, dude, you can get a job there. Why you don't want to get a job there? He said, I don't want to get it. Dude, you ain't going to find nothing there. I did all that. You're not going to find nothing there. He kept telling him, he's like, nah, I don't want to be at that club. So he got discouraged after a couple of days. It was just like, you know what? People are turning him down. And he's asking them why they turning him down. And I guess they're telling him because he's a felon, So he decides, all right, let me talk to my aunt. So he he decides he gonna try to hook the guy up, have him go with him. And when he walks out the room, his roommate looks at him and said, mother effer, when he leaves. And I'm like, wait, you acting like you his friend. You telling him, I got your back, you got mine. Trying to be all cool with him. And I just met you. I don't know you to be cool like that with you. Anyway, I think something's up with that guy, Red. I don't trust him at all. Whatever it is, I don't know. Because anybody staring at you while you sleep is a sick ass. They sick. Okay, so then they show Blue. We learned that Blue, she's a lesbian. Okay, so she likes women, and her girlfriend is a police officer. Okay, she's a Latina in the police officer. Her name is Kat. So Kat be helping them out with stuff, you know, looking up stuff, trying to find out stuff for them. That's cool. Okay, Kat's not a dirty cop that I know of, but that's who she is. She helps them out. She informs Madam about the anonymous tip that they got that Tina really didn't call. They said it was an anonymous tip that somebody called and said that Alan was killed. So they not sure if Tina snitched or not. Madam meets with her attorney Marcus. Oof, I'm sorry. Her attorney Marcus about buying properties because she wants to open up another nightclub and she wants this one to be bigger and better than Eden, you know. And he said, well, what's Alan gonna say about it? She said, well, this endeavor, I will not be partnering with Alan. That's because Alan ain't around no more, y'all. Alan is permanently. Some guy. Then there's this guy. There's some guy who he walks up into the father's house, and I told y'all the other episode the sister left him by himself. This guy just went up in the house. And how you just walking in somebody's house? And why is the sister not locking the damn door? Everybody is walking into this house and she's leaving the father by himself. It doesn't make sense to me. Does it make sense to anybody else out there? I don't know. Anyway, so this guy walks up and he dark skinned, he looking on me kind of like, and he's looking through some stuff and paperwork, and the sister comes back and said, who you? Who that for you? What you doing in here? So you open the door, some strange big musky looking dude is in your house. You know, he looks, you gonna close the door behind you and say, who are you? Excuse me. Who are you? Why aren't you saying, get the out? Why the door ain't still open? The door should still be open. What, you gonna close the door, he jump you or something, or pull out a gun? Keep that door open. That's the one scene that bothered me in this, what I was watching. I'm like, you don't close the door saying, who are you? And he goes, I'm a friend of your sister's. She said, I don't even want to hear. She thinks she gonna take my daddy out of here. She crazy. I know all her dirt, and I will tell all of it. And she just running off with the mouth, going, telling stuff, saying stuff, and I will tell all of it. And he's like, okay. And she's my daddy gonna stay right here, and I don't care how much money she got up in that damn. Long story short, she needed to cut it because she didn't know who that man was. She didn't even know who he was. And so he gets on the phone, he leaves out and he gets on the phone and calls some other guy. And the other guy is like, yeah, I'm watching her now. The other guy is watching Madam. This guy is watching Daddy's house. And the sister and her dumb ass ain't locking doors. So I just was like, that is ridiculous. That was so ridiculous. So now the police are watching her for whatever reason, that anonymous tip, I guess. Then Madam gets a visit from her old boss. Because he's a sexist. He's a sexist boss. And they were talking, and he wanted her help with something, and she didn't want to help him. She was like, no, I don't want to do it with you, because when I helped you before, you know, she didn't do it. She didn't say when I helped you before. But later on, she had to drop it to him and let him know what is going on. But she did. When I helped you before, you promised this, you promised that, you promised the other. I helped build you up, get your club running crazy, making you extra money, and you didn't even give me the position you said I was going to get. You didn't even do what you said. And he goes, see, that's what you women, he saw with you women this and you women. I said, see, that's where he messed up, because you women, when she wouldn't do it, when she wouldn't help him, then it's you women with your emotions and you women this and you. I said, see, and she was like, that's it. And she kissed him out after saying no to working with him. She was like, bye. So, you know, it was just, excuse me, I'm sorry. But it was just like, dude, now you're going to go off on her. You begging her, you need her. And then when she say no, you try to tear her down, and all women. He didn't just tear her. He tried to tear down all women. You women this. And anytime people say you women, you watch out, you women. There's a moment with Madam is talking with Doc, because Doc has his issue, But we learned Midnight was the one whose penis might fall off. The doctor said might die off because he keep putting a cock ring. But Doc, she's talking to Doc because Doc told her about what happened with he thinks what's her name is trying to set them up and stuff. And she shared that she had been started pimping hoes at the age of 14. I said, what, girl? No, she didn't. She's like, yep, yeah, she did. I was like 14, but she gave a whole backstory, but I don't remember all of it. So when Midnight informs Madam of what the doctor said about his junk dying because he keeps it off, she said she agreed that she heard about it and it could really happen and it's real and he needs to check that. He needs to check that. She said he needed to look out for himself and stop putting it on so much. He said, no, that's my money. And, you know, he always jerking off and that's his thing. He got to get it hard and peep it hard, you know, to dance. That's what they got to do. But some of the guys was like, we don't do it as many times as he do. We only do it a little bit, you know. Anyway, so he want to stop. He won't stop because he want to make that money and it's good money. So she said, then don't do it as long, which he needs to listen to her. So Face finally tells Madam about him being blackmailed by the judge. The judge is blackmailing him. And she keeps wanting him to come in there. She ain't paying. Meanwhile, Face also has this other woman who's an attorney who's always in his VIP. And, you know, not VIP, but she's in a special section and she hogs him to herself. But he pays for her. She pays for his car. And what else? She pays for his house, his apartment. She pays for a lot and always giving him money on the side. And that's why he does it. And the guys kept telling him, you're not supposed to, don't let no woman get you like that. You have to have stuff in your own name and stuff because then you're going to hear it. Your car got to be in your name. Your house got to be in your name. You know, you can't. They put you out and stuff. He was like, don't worry about me. I got it. Now he realized that he ain't got it. He ain't got it like that. But, oh, excuse me, y'all. Oh, my voice. I'm going to need some water. He was supposed to pay the child support. This is the one that was supposed to pay the child support. That's Face. So, when Madam finds out, Madam basically saying, oh, so she blackmailing you? Okay. She said, we could do something about that. I could use this. You know, because she wanted to know how you back there all that time with her and you ain't bring no ducats up to me and put your money forward. So, because he ain't paying his child support and the baby mama is spending the money herself, he wouldn't give it. And she said, do it. Give her the money and stop bringing this mess. And that's just what the guys had already told him. Then she got this mess in the IRS all up in my club. Pay the bitch, she said. But then he had Miss Patty. Miss Patty is the one who keep paying for all his stuff and stuff. And she's extra generous and gives him money when he needs it. But you making your own money, then you're not paying your child support, and Miss Patty's paying your rent. Come on, dude. Get it together. You don't know how to budget money because you should have a whole lot of money saved up behind all of that. And he's really miserable as this man because every time Miss Patty called, he got to jump. So she told him, Madam told him, end things with Miss Patty, but be gentle because she's a regular and I want her to be coming back, bring that money. And then that officer who took, what's her name was talking to, Tina was talking to, she shows up, that officer who, I didn't know it was an officer, that dark skinned guy I said that showed up in the club, he took Carla's daddy out of the house and rolled him over by the water in a park and asked him, did he know how to swim? And it went off like that. I'm like, have you ever been swimming? He asked him. I said, this sister comes home and sees her daddy's not there. She loses it, automatically blames Madam. And it went off like that. So, and then the next episode, you know, this is episode 4, Looking at Trouble, with all the Queen's men. Oof, I gotta tell you, Trouble was one of the dancers, I think. Trouble is one of the dancers, but I'll get into that in a minute. Madam's behavior is deadly. She has deadly actions that have placed her father in jeopardy, they're saying. But then she gets that call saying that Alan, this is Alan. How did you, and they said, who's this Alan? He said, this is how dead people talk. she said, do you have my father? You better have my father, because she went up to the house screaming at her sister for leaving the door unlocked and leaving the father alone, and now he's gone and stuff, and she is done. And she don't say, I don't care how many cops here. If my father ain't found in an hour, I'm going to kill her. Talking about her own sister. The cops was trying to calm her down, but it was Kat. Kat was trying to calm her down, while the other two police officers was like taking note, like, okay, but the guy who called, she said, you know where my father is? He said, your father's where you buried Alan. Now, you gonna go run to the spot where you buried Alan and let them know that's where you buried Alan? Who knows she buried Alan there? And that's the crazy part. And that's what she's trying to find out right now. So I thought that was a dumb scene. I tell you, the other thing, I'm loving looking at these bodies. These men's bodies are so tight and put together. I like looking at the bodies and the booties and the everything. They be in shape. You better stop this Barbie Jane getting excited. I'm loving this show, y'all. I'm going to a strip club at home. Come on now. It can't get better than that. Yeah, it can. Be there in person. Boo-boo, touching them. Anyway, so Blue keeps insisting that Madam gets rid of this money that's in the club. And Madam keeps saying it's not a problem. She said, no, you got to move it. You got to get that money out of there. You got to get it out of there. She says it just about every episode. Get that money out of there. And Madam is not listening to her. I just feel like something's going to happen. Because Blue keeps saying it and she's not listening, I feel something's going to happen. So, this lesbian named Trouble keeps asking Madam she want to dance at the club. She asked them one of the other episodes too. I want to dance at the club. And Kat was there when she came up. And Kat said, now if you had something like this dancing up in there, maybe I'll come to the club. And Blue's standing there like, whatever. Don't you have work to go to? Don't you have to go to work? Yeah. So she was like, yeah, let me go to work. Let me go to work. And so Madam still was saying no. So Trouble was all upset, and Madam goes inside, and Trouble's about to walk away, and Dime comes out, and Dime said, you really want to do this? She said, I'm going to do this. We're going to do something. She said, come for amateur night. She said, I'm going to sneak you in, but you better bring your A game. Come with your A game. She said, I will. You watch. Because she asked her how much do she want it. I want it. So she said she was going to bring her A game, So Madam didn't know. Madam doesn't know any of this going on. And then, like I said, Kat and Blue are a couple, if y'all didn't realize, if I didn't say it. So Amp shows up to Eden with his roommate, Red. And Red is like, oh, he just being annoying. I can't even talk about him because he being annoying. And Madam's like, who is this? She's like, no, we're not hiring. Okay. Yeah, but if you could, she said, I'm not hiring. He said, yo, dude, my aunt says she's not hiring. Go, you can go. Thanks for the ride. Bye. Hook me up, all that stuff. Anyway, she and Dime, they show him the show. She asked Dime to show Amp the ropes of how he's supposed to work at the door and what he has to do and stuff. And they doing that chemistry with the eye, looking at each other and stuff. They can't help it. There's some chemistry going on, but nobody's trying to talk about it. And he act like he ain't never talked to a female before. Amp acts really strange, like he big and muscular, like he never talked to women. I don't know. Maybe he just very shy. It's something going on with him. I don't know what it is. But I can't wait to find out why he really was in prison, Then this guy, Gene, comes to visit her. And he's asking about Alan and saying he's going to buy the club. He was going to buy the club from her. And we learned that Madam's a bit hostile towards Gene. She ain't feeling Gene at all. All. And I ain't either. So, and what else? I'm skipping that part because I'm just like, but it was amateur night. And amateur night, what they went through before they got on stage, I was like, I told y'all, she had them all stand there and turn around and pull down their pants. She's like, what, y'all shy and stuff? And she's looking and they talking about, oh, what's that? And honey, you got a magnifying glass. I was like, oh. And then it was like, what's that smell? What's that smell? Smell like ass. Who's that? You know, the guy's like, sorry, don't you ever come up in here smelling like that again. They was like, damn. It was like, you wouldn't wash yourself because you didn't know you was going to have to pull it down, their pants down or what. It was crazy. But they had them, you know, she said they could work amateur night, but she had to see them first. And that was that was interesting. Amateur night was interesting. So they showed them dancing. You know, they was kind of shy. They didn't know what they was doing anywhere. But in the meantime, Madam calls Miss Patty to her office and pays her a small retainer to ask questions about her rights as far as her sister and family law and stuff. And Miss Patty give her all this advice and she gave her the advice and she said, I'm sorry, you know, because, you know, it wasn't the advice that Madam wanted to hear, but it was what Madam knew. So as she's leaving, she sees Face going into one of the VIP rooms, hugging up with the judge, Judge Ross. And they had him bring Judge Ross there because they wanted to do something to seal the deal. They were trying to get a judge in their pocket, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. And they sure did. Because one, after Miss Patty saw it, Miss Patty snuck and went, and she knew which room. I don't know how she knew which room they went in around that corner. Maybe he has the same private room. I don't know. But she opened the door and saw him taking care of the judge. And she was like, Face, what are you doing? What did he say? What are you doing? Get out of here. You're not supposed to be here. She was so mad at him. And you know what that means when she mad at you. When they mad at you and they've been giving you money, you get cut off. You get cut off seriously. And that's just about what's about to happen. I know it's going to happen. But they set up this sort of a sting that when the judge was leaving, the club closed and the judge was leaving out, they set it up that the police would roll up because she done had a couple of drinks and she gets in her car about to drive off and the police rolled up and stop her. And of course it's Cat. And Cat is like, can you step out of the car and all this stuff? They asked her a couple of questions. She's like, I'm a judge. She was like, I don't care if you're a judge. You know, it's like, you got to get out the car. And she says, have you been drinking? Just please. And she's begging for like, almost like mercy. You know, I can't get arrested. This would ruin me and stuff. And then they show Madam come and say, please, she's a VIP customer of mine. Please do not. Can you give her a break, officer? I'll make sure she gets home, blah, 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 blah. The officer's like, yeah, okay, fine. You know, Cat is like, fine. But Judge, you should know better. And she walks away. I'm going to let you leave with a warning. I was like, damn. So then, soon as Cat walked away and drove off, Madam tells her, now you my bitch. Basically, she said, excuse me? That's right. I just saved you unless you want me to call her back and you could go to jail. Oh, no. Oh, no. Then you going to do what I do. And first of all, you ain't going to be coming up in here. You know, she was basically laying down the law to her. But it went off with that, her saying, you are my bitch now. And the judge is like, what? And so you dying to see what's going to happen next week, you know. So that's how it left it. So I hope you like this recap. But I got to get myself together. I can't be doing no recap with not feeling well. So this your girl, Barbie J, saying peace.